Hello, hello, Jacob Perry back with you again for episode 26 of this vlog we're doing on Patagonia, honey, and the way we're doing business as a small artisanal honey distributor, essentially, here in the United States. So, as many of you know who have been following us, I just got back from Patagonia, went back to visit the beekeepers, and my business partner, Ross Ferguson, was able to join, which was a super cool experience. We got to be down there together with our beekeepers and with the boss women who run the cooperative. And this video, I want to give you guys an update on how the trip went. I'm wearing a hat that says Patagonia Explorers, custom made by Ross Ferguson for me. He had one as well for the trip. It's a little beat in now at this point, and I need it for the shade today. I had to be outside because it's such a beautiful day, which reminds me of Patagonia. I went a couple weeks ago, which was the beginning part of January. You're hearing my dogs play in the background, so sorry about that. But anyway, it was summer down there, and it was coincidentally when the temperatures were the coldest here in Arkansas. Apparently they've been. It was down to like 0. I heard -3. Not sure if that was verified. But it was summer down in Patagonia, which was beautiful. Mid-70s. It would get a little chilly at night, but beautiful days. Cruising around with the windows down. And so essentially what we did, we went down there with the express purpose of getting really good marketing footage, because everything we've had until now is just what I got on my phone during the first couple of visits. So I took my buddy Danny Staley down with me. He's a friend of mine that I knew from high school, and he eventually ended up living in Patagonia for a couple of years. Speaks Spanish, knows the flora. He's a tree scientist, so he knows the flora. He knows the region. He's an outdoor guy. He knew it better than I did, and he's amazing with a camera. So I took him, and we visited lots of the beekeepers in the cooperative, visited new beekeepers that were interested in partnering with through the cooperative. We went to their hives. We saw how they work, how they extract honey. We got to open up the hives with them, get stung by bees. Danny got stung a whole bunch as like an entrance to the world of beekeeping. It was great. And we got to taste a lot of delicious honey. And one thing we wanted to do was film the entire process of hive to hand. This is something we've been talking about for a while, and this is kind of an unofficial trademark of ours, right? And we filmed the entire process, when the beekeepers are going out taking care of their bees, when they're actually harvesting the honey, how they transport it back to the extraction facility, the plant, how they extract it once it's in the plant, all by hand, right? And then, and then how they jar it, how they put it in the jars. And we got to take part in all of that. We got really good footage, and we're going to be sharing that with you. Another thing we got to do was interview the beekeepers to get to know them a little bit more personally. Ask them how they got into beekeeping, what they've learned from the bees, what the bees have taught them, what their favorite honey is, what's special to them about Patagonia and this region. Not all of them are from Patagonia. Some of them moved there because for them it was somewhat of a natural paradise. Some of them aren't even from Chile, and they moved there because it was such a paradise, such a beautiful place, and they wanted to have that kind of peace and pastoral existence. So really, the beekeepers have incredible stories. We also got to interview Dr. Gloria Montenegro, who is the doctor who analyzes all of our honey for not only the pollen content, so we know which variety it is, whether it's Ulmo, Tineo, Tiaca, etc. Whether it's a monofloral honey, a multifloral honey, bifloral honey. She's also the doctor who specializes in the antibacterial properties of Ulmo, and has done many studies on the antibacterial properties of Ulmo. And she had a lot to say about that, stuff we didn't even know, stuff we hadn't come across yet. Of course, her breadth of knowledge is immense, and what she shared with us was really inspiring. And we're going to be bringing up some new extra antibacterial Ulmo, because not all Ulmo is the same, just like not all Manuka is the same. And we're working on bringing up some Ulmo honey with some extra high antibacterial properties. So that's super exciting. We got to sit down and meet with, like I mentioned, the boss ladies, the president, the manager, and really the export manager of Mieles del Sur, and celebrate successes from this first year of business. Really, we've only had honey for a little over a year, 13 months, and we feel like it's been very, very successful. We're in 15 states now. We've gotten great consumer feedback, and we got to share that with them and see them delight at that. And we got to hear what it's meant for them to be able to export. I didn't realize this, but they were able to increase the amount that they bought from the beekeepers 10 times because of us as a client. And that meant a lot to us. That means that the beekeepers are able to sell more honey, the cooperative is able to grow and include more beekeepers in the cooperative, and it's more sustainable. And then we got to plan for the year. We got to strategize. What are we going to do in 2018? It's a very exciting year with lots of prospects, lots of opportunities coming down the pike, and what are we going to get to do this year? And they're very excited. They're ready to jump on board and get going with this. So wonderful place, and of course we got to explore the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paisaje, the landscape of Patagonia. We got to drive around. We camped. We went to lakes. We went to places where you can only get to by boat. We went off in the forest. We got into rivers. We bathed in lakes, pure cold lakes, cold lakes at the foot of volcanoes, for example. It was just really. There I am getting a text message. It was just really a beautiful experience. It's a place that I think all of you guys should go at some point. It's unbelievable. You'll see the magic of it when you go. But I'm happy to share that with you in the meantime. So going forward, look for weekly, every 2 weeks or so, we're going to be releasing some cool footage from the beekeepers, from Patagonia, from the places we saw, and we'll keep you guys up to date on that, and we'll keep releasing stuff so that you guys can stay in touch. So thanks for following, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.